Hello, hello. Mic test, mic test. Hey guys, it's Vic here. I wanted to do another video on Stasis because my last video was kind of trash. So, this time I have my notes down. It's going to be coherent, it's going to be helpful, and it's going to be smooth. Let's get started. First off, let's talk about the exotic you will be using for this build. You guessed it, Renewal Grass. This build revolves around this arm exotic and Dustfield Grenade. What it does is it reduces the amount of damage you take when you are inside your Dustfield Grenade. Not only that, any enemies that are inside your Dustfield Grenades deal less damage, so it's a double nerf to them. Also, anything inside the Dustfield Grenade will get frozen. To further increase its utility and its validity and its area effect, we are going to pair this with the aspect called Touch of Winter. This aspect will increase the radius of your Dustfield Grenade and increases the size of the crystal inside that radius. So once you destroy that, it will have a greater damage, especially when you will be pairing this with Whisper of Fissure fragment. Now, before you start freezing everything you see in this game, even your connection, and controlling the room better than Strand could ever do nowadays because they fucking nerfed the suspend duration, whatever. Still mad about it. Let's talk about how to reduce your grenade cooldown so you can use your Dustfield Grenade every 5 seconds. Like I said, you have to equip the fragment called Whisper of Shard. This will reduce your grenade cooldown every time you destroy a crystal. So remember, when you activate your Dustfield Grenade, there's going to be a crystal right in the middle. By destroying that crystal, you're already reducing or increasing your grenade regeneration by 50 million% for 5 seconds. And if you destroy another crystal, that will increase that time to 10 seconds max. You will also be equipping Impact Induction. That's an arm mod, and what it does is every melee damage you make will reduce your grenade cooldown. On your cloak piece, we will be using Bomber, so when you dodge, you will gain grenade energy. And since we're using Gambler's Dodge, you will replenish your melee, so you can throw your melee Shuriken again and get a reduced grenade cooldown due to Impact Induction. Alright, that's just the first part. We're gonna get to the second part now on how we are going to further reduce our grenade cooldown, and it's gonna revolve around making orbs. First stop, in your cloak you will put in Reaper, so when you dodge, your next weapon kill will produce an orb. On your headpiece, we're gonna put a Harmonic Siphon, so every 2-3 kills on your Stasis weapon, it will produce an orb. So it pairs well with Reaper, so you should have 2 orbs most of the time. And not stopping there, man, come on now, you know me. Whisper of Bonds on your fragments. When you kill frozen or slowed enemies, that will create orbs. So, why are we creating orbs, Vic? I will tell you, calm down. On your leg piece, put in Innervation, so every time you collect orbs, you reduce your grenade cooldown. And guess what? We're gonna put Grenade Kickstart on your arm piece, so you collect our armor charge. And when you throw that next Dustfield Grenade, because of your Grenade Kickstart, it's gonna reduce that grenade energy cooldown even further. On your leg piece, you have to equip Stacks on Stacks, so every time you pick up an orb, you will get 2 armor charge. On your chest piece, you will equip Charge Up, so you can gain 4 armor charge. So you only need 2 orbs now, 2 orbs to get 4 armor charge. And that helps your grenade kickstart a lot. And you'll be making orbs because you're going to be freezing, you're going to be dodging left and right, and you're going to be replenishing while you dodge your melee, so you can keep activating Impact Induction. And guess what? We are going to use Bolstering Detonation on our arm piece. Bolstering Detonation reduces your class ability when you damage combatants with your grenade. Come on now. You know what that means. You can dodge more. And when you dodge more, you create more orbs. When you create more orbs, you activate Grenade Kickstart, you activate Innovation Grenade. Easy. You're just gaining in everything you do here. You're just gaining grenade energy. The last two things I want to talk about this build is healing abilities and weapon choices. So for your healing abilities, let's use the aspect called Grim Harvest and pair that with Whisper of Rhyme. So everything that is frozen and slowed that you kill will produce a stasis shards, and if you collect those, you will gain overshield and a little bit of heals. And on your leg piece, let's equip the mod called recuperation. So every time you pick up an orb, you gain a bunch of heals. And like you heard before, we are gonna be making orbs constantly, almost per kill, almost every second, to be honest. So that's a lot of heals, that's a lot of survivability. Weapon of choices. I love Unending Tempest because it rolls with Demolitionist and Headstone, and it's pretty much self-explanatory. Demolitionist, every kill you make with that weapon will grant you grenade energy, and Headstone, if you get precision kills, it will create a crystal that you can destroy and damage enemies, and once you destroy that crystal, it'll give you that grenade regeneration because of your fragment Whisper of Shards. So everything you do in this build just rotates to reducing your grenade cooldown so you can freeze everything, control the room, and increase your survivability because you're taking less damage, and everything affected by your Dustfield Grenade is dealing less damage. So it's super powerful in the endgame content. If you want to make this build even more fun, use Winterbite. I'm probably going to queue up a bunch of clips here, me using the Winterbite, because it's so strong with this build. And the reason why it's so strong is when you have ammo in your Winterbite, every melee hit you do will slow down the enemy and eventually freeze them. So any enemies inside your Dustfield Grenade is already being slowed down and frozen. You're only multiplying its effect by using Winterbite and hitting enemies inside it. And it's super powerful when used against champions, as the clips you are watching above. Another great weapon choice is Vergless Curve. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the exotic bow that creates crystals, which, you know, reduces your grenade cooldowns, you know by now. And for endgame content like Grandmaster, Monte Carlo, because this will allow you to create more melee charges, so you can throw those shuriken left, right, boom, 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 freezing everything. And because impact induction will get activated, you're reducing that grenade cooldown constantly. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned a lot about Stasis Hunter today. Peace. Leave a comment below and leave a like. Bye bye.